Good morning, students. Let's start the chapter. So, in our last topic, we discussed about how the French Revolution was responsible for the rise of nationalism in Europe. And I'm telling you, students, not only French Revolution, the episodes that happened after French Revolutions, basically with the coming up of Napoleon, also helped in the development of nationalism in Europe. In our last class, I told you with the outbreak of the Revolutionary War, that is French Revolutionary War, the French armies began to carry the idea of nationalism abroad. Abroad means different countries of Europe. And even the effect of the French Revolution was also noticed in different countries of Asia and Africa. So this was the legacy of the French Revolution. But after French Revolution, the government that followed in France was not very much successful. And at last, in 1804, Napoleon came to the power in France. Okay. When Napoleon came to the power, he started taking or conquering, rather I can say, the different territories in Europe. Means he started conquering one country after another in France. And the territories taken by Napoleon, in the territories that were taken by the Napoleon, there he introduced many reforms, and those reforms were really marvelous and appreciated by the people of those countries. Okay. Through a return to monarchy, Napoleon had no doubt destroyed democracy in France, but in the administrative field, he had incorporated revolutionary principles in order to make the whole system more rational and efficient. Yes, this was the work done by Napoleon. And in the year 1804, Napoleon introduced a civil code, which was also known as Napoleonic Code. So the civil code of 1804 was known as Napoleonic Code, did away with all the privileges based on birth, established equality before law. Okay, this code basically abolished the birth privileges. Okay, the lord, ladies, these type of titles were abolished, and these type of people were also not promoted, because he established equality in the society, equality before law, and secured the right to property. This code was exported to the regions under French control. In Dutch Republic, in Switzerland, in Italy, Napoleon simplified the administrative divisions, abolished feudal dues, and freed peasants from serfdom and manorial dues. In the towns too, guild restrictions were removed, and there was improvement in transport and communication. Peasants, artisans, workers, and new businessmen enjoyed a newfound freedom. In this way, Napoleon's activities were highly appreciated in the areas, in those, rather I can say, territories won by the Napoleon. And thus, Napoleon was highly appreciated, just now I told you, and also accepted by those territories, by those countries of Europe where he conquered. In this way, Napoleonic Code, Napoleon's system, administrative simplification, development of transport and communication, all these brought a new change, a newfound freedom for the people of different territories that was conquered by Napoleon. And hence, Napoleon was not only appreciated but also supported by these countries. Okay. we will continue this.